Hey guys, it's Thomas. Welcome to a brand new video. Here you can see I have 5 holograms in front of me. These are my top 5 apps that I've been using on the HoloLens that I think you should try if you have a HoloLens. All of this video is going to be recorded on the HoloLens, and all of the audio is also going to be recorded on the HoloLens, so you can get a sense of what the audio is like, and you can see what it looks like from my point of view wearing the HoloLens. So let's get into it. We're going to start off with the very first app here. We have Basketball Bin. This is a really cool app. It's a game, kind of fun, where you get to shoot hoops into, or you get to shoot a little piece of paper into a basketball net, which is kind of cool. So, it lets me walk around, kind of get a sense of my play space. There we go. So now we have this little net here. If I want to get started, I'm going to click the little button right there. Now you can get going. So here, I'm just going to try and throw these little pieces of paper inside the hoop. So I'm just doing this by throwing, or moving my hand forward and then letting go of the paper as I throw it. As you can see, I'm not very good at the game, but it is pretty fun. There you go, I got 8. I'm sure someone else can probably do much better than me, so here's Basketball Bin. Let's go on to the next app. Okay, so our next game is going to be Coronavirus Explorer. This one's great, perfect for 2020. I love this loading animation that they have on the HoloLens too. So here, what's really cool is you can learn about the coronavirus. So I can move around this atom like you can with the HoloLens 2, with all the cool new hand gestures and things. And then you can see here we have a bunch of different information on the sides here about what it is that's going on the atom, which is kind of cool. So we can click on things. It'll tell us more about it. So I thought this is really cool. And we can also get a cross-section of it. So this app is really cool. I don't know much about this, and I actually learned quite a bit about the coronavirus. So definitely recommend this app to try it out if you want to learn more about what's going on behind our pandemic. On to our third app. I think this one is probably one of my favorites to show to new people who are trying my HoloLens. This one is probably the best one for introducing people to the hand gestures and how things work. Here we go. I'm going to select the first one here. Lightning. See this? It's kind of cool. So there's a bunch of different spheres you can use here, and then you can kind of manipulate them with your hands, which is kind of cool. You saw a little glimpse of this app in the last video I did about the HoloLens. So I kind of went into this app a little bit. So we'll go through a couple of these. This one's definitely pretty cool. I like this one. So there's a bunch of these. This one I think is probably one of my favorite out of the whole list of 9 of these spheres here. So this one's really cool. Being able to just manipulate these cool spheres, or squares here. It's almost like there's like a gravitational pull pulling them together. This one's really cool. So there's a bunch of these here. I'll go into a couple of them. You saw this one here in my last video. You can see here I can pop a bunch of these. And then another one I believe you guys saw was this one. This one's called Growth. So I have a growing hand and a cold hand, so I can grow some beautiful flowers on top and then some icicles on the bottom. Well, I can switch them and, yeah. And then I think the other one that I showed you in the last video was this lava one, where I can push in and move around this little crust that's on top of the lava. Really cool. Let's go to this one. This one's a little bit gross, but it is pretty cool. So there's a bunch of these really cool ones. This one I think is very pretty. Here's another one. What a cool bowl. So yeah, here's the Spheres app. Pretty cool. Definitely recommend it. Gonna go into our fourth app here. So we have Playground. This is a Microsoft app. This one I think you saw when the HoloLens first came out, when they were demoing it. They were showing this one. You can see it's just as beautiful and demo as it is now. I think this is one of the first games I played when I got my HoloLens. Select. So you can see I'm not even scrolling here, and with my eyes, the HoloLens knows that I want it to scroll, which is really cool. Isn't that neat how I can just look with my eyes and scroll? I thought that was really cool. And again, I'm looking at each one of these spheres, or each one of these shapes here, these little gems, and it's moving them depending on which one I'm looking at. This is probably a really cool one to test out the eye tracking. So you can see, I'm looking at this one here, you see that one's moving, then I look at this one here, and that one's moving. The eye tracking is a really cool feature on the HoloLens. Alright, now we got our piano. So here's the keyboard. Really good way to show you how good the hand tracking is. It's not perfect, but it is pretty good, and I can use each finger to press things here, which is really cool, and then I can move this around as I need. So yeah, really cool app here, Playground. Great way to test out the new features that they have on the HoloLens too, and kind of understand how everything works. And our final app here is Robo Raid. Everyone should remember this game from the first HoloLens. Really, really fun game. It's still just as good on the HoloLens too, so let's check it out.
Ready to start. X-Ray Mark 17. I am a status 4 planet destroyer AI module. Don't be alarmed. I'm here to help you. If they capture me, your planet is doomed.
Very clear.
But if I transfer my powers to you, we can still stop them. Quickly, come closer. Human interface established. Weapon systems online. Shields engaged. They'll be here any second. Brace yourself. You're getting the hang of this. Keep it up, and we'll both make it through. Aerial attack incoming. Look out. Nice move. All right, my X-ray meter is nearly charged. I will slow them down, so destroy as many as you can. Quickly, destroy them all. Excellent shooting. They don't stand a chance against X-ray.
So there's some things that I was noticing when I was editing this video, especially in Robo Raid, where you would see that there's a lot of, the background was kind of gray, and in some cases these white circles would appear around some of the robots as I was playing that game. While I was actually playing it, I did not experience any of those issues. It seems to be a thing with the recording. And another thing that I've noticed is that with the audio from the actual game or app or whatever it is seems to be significantly louder than my actual voice during the recording. This right now is being recorded from this microphone. This is not from the HoloLens, just so you know as you're watching this video. But if you should keep that in mind, that the audio was significantly, from my voice, significantly lower than the audio coming from the actual game when I was recording this on the HoloLens. Thank you. Let's jump right back into the video. Okay, so that has been the 5 apps that I've been using. Really cool apps here. Again, we have Basket Bin, Coronavirus Explorer, Sphere, Playground, and Robo Raid. These games are really fun. This one, very educational. I learned a lot from the Coronavirus Explorer. Again, if you have a HoloLens, definitely try out some of these apps. Really fun. Thanks for watching. If you want me to look at any other games, please let me know in the comments. And yeah, thank you. See you in the next one.